everyone, welcome. I'm Heather. I'm Bent Yogi. Welcome to part 5 of my Summer Chakra series. Another beautiful summer day, and today we are going to focus on the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra. So join me for my Summer Chakra series and for this practice today. We're going to get started in Child's Pose. Come onto your mat. Come into Child's Pose. And we've begun a few of these practices in Child's Pose. It's one of the things that I love about Child's Pose. It's versatile. You can use it as a restorative pose. It's a great place to start your practice. This is a great place, great time to begin your practice. And we'll begin by taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. And feeling your breath, and as we focus on this chakra, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, you might notice your breath a little more in your throat as it moves in and as it moves out. Right, the color for this chakra is blue, and the bija mantra is Ham, H-A-M, not ham, but Ham. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Right, letting your shoulders soften a bit. Right, shoulders are, there's an overlap in your shoulders between your heart chakra and your throat chakra. So you can notice if there's any tension there, tension in your jaw. Right, that's actually part of your throat chakra. So once more, let's take a big breath in. And this time, open your mouth and empty out. And come on up to your tabletop, your hands and knees. Take your right arm out to the right. And take your right arm up to the sky. Your gaze can follow. Take a deep breath in here. And let's thread the needle. Coming onto your right shoulder, letting the right side of your face come onto your mat. You can keep your left hand where it is. You can extend your left arm forward. Noticing sensations in your shoulders and in your neck. And still noticing your breath. And take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And then come on back to your tabletop, just pausing for a moment, setting your foundation, and taking your left arm out to the left and up towards the sky. Gaze can follow. Take a big breath in and thread the needle on this side. Coming onto your left shoulder, left side of your face, your jaw. Keeping your hand where it is, extending the arm forward. And sometimes I suggest that you can wrap your arm around behind your back, but for this practice, as we focus on the throat chakra, I would have your hand alongside your face or forward so you can pay more attention to your throat, to this chakra, this energetic center. So you can pay more attention to this part of your body, this part of your being. So even if the chakra piece doesn't resonate with you, you can still pay attention to your throat, your shoulders, your jaw. Notice tension, feel for opening up and allowing a little bit of space. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. And then come on back to your tabletop, hands and knees, and we'll move through a couple of cat-cows. On your inhale, lift your gaze, open across the front of your throat. And as you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, let your belly drop, lift your gaze, lengthen. And as you exhale, tuck in, feel the back of your neck, your throat lengthening. A big breath in, Open across the front of your neck. And then as you exhale, that balance, the space in the back of your neck. And then come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands a little more forward. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips. Come on into your downward dog or come back down for your child's pose. Now here, especially in your downward dog, let's move our heads around a little bit. And so first, turn your head side to side a couple of times, right? Moving your neck, loosening up. Almost like you would shake your head no. And then switch it up. Gently head up and down. And as though you are saying yes, nodding in agreement. And you can add another movement, maybe cycle back through those a couple of times. The yes, no is a nice reminder that you have the choice to say no or yes to whatever comes up in your life. The choice to say, not just think, but say yes and no. And that relates to the throat chakra, being able to say what you want to say. Take a deep breath in here. Go ahead, open your mouth. Empty out, release your jaw. Take another big inhale. As you exhale lightly, make your way to the front edge of your mat. Set your feet and rise to stand. Come on up. Hands reach high, lift up. You can take your gaze up, open, lift, and lengthen. And then bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze for a moment. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Again, Vishuddha chakra, your throat chakra, the color is blue, and the bija mantra is Hum. So you can keep coming back to these pieces of this chakra as we move through this practice today. And together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. On your inhale, sweep up, reach up. As you fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up, high plank. These can be lifted or lowered. Take a big inhale. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down for your low push-up. A big breath in. Upward facing dog cobra or low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. It's kind of funny because since I started this particular practice, I could hear a dog barking. And I was going to say that that is a dog with an overactive throat chakra. But now, the dog is quiet. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift and reach. Take your gaze up. Open through your throat. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. So Vishuddha chakra, your throat neck chakra, does have to do with speaking, talking. And sometimes we talk too much. Sometimes we're afraid to say anything at all. So you can notice that as you move through your day, as you move through your life. Here you can notice how your breath feels in your throat as you take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take another big inhale. As you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift and reach, look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. And again, open your mouth. Empty out your throat, your neck, your jaw. Opening up, releasing any tension. But as in any practice, not pushing or forcing, just feeling that you have the space here and the support. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set your feet. Put a big bend to your knees. You can have your hands high. You can have your hands at your heart. Notice if your shoulders come up around your ears. Soften your shoulders down. Right, tension, stress. Right, the stress of sometimes needing to say things that are a little uncomfortable. Sometimes it's the tension of not being able to say what you really want to say. Take a deep breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog, exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Set your feet, rise up, big bend in your front knee. Nice strong foundation. So as always, we're building from the ground up. Through our feet, through our legs, our roots, our core, our heart. A steady foundation so that as we make our way up to the throat chakra, right, we trust ourselves to say what needs to be said. Take a deep breath in here. Open out to your warrior two. Sometimes yoga teachers will say, speak your truth. And I think that's, well, it's interesting because your truth might be different than my truth. And it is knowing when you can and sometimes can't speak what feels like your truth. Here, let your right ear drop towards your right shoulder. And you can have your arms extended or your hands at your heart. Feel that gentle lengthening through the left side of your neck. And then come through center and switch it up. Your left ear towards your left shoulder. Keep the bend in your front knee. Steady breath. You can set your gaze or close your eyes. Now come back to center, back to your warrior two. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up, go back, take a big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward now. Warrior one, come on up. And set your feet. Check in with your foundation. You can set your gaze or close your eyes. And your breath isn't just in your throat, but you're shifting your attention. That's what we've been doing as we move through these practices for each chakra. In each practice, we bring our attention to a different energetic piece of our body. But they're all connected. So again, building from the ground up. And building on this breath, take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And take another big inhale. And open out to your warrior two. Find your footing. And I don't think you can always speak your truth. You can't always say everything that you want to say. And that stuff does tend to get stuck in this chakra then. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And here drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep the bend in your left knee. You're going to feel that lengthening, gentle lengthening through the left side of your neck. And then come through center and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Notice that shift. Any tension, maybe you can soften your shoulders. Come back to center. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up, go back. Take a really big inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a really deep breath in. Go ahead, open your mouth. Empty out. Maybe that feels unusual or uncomfortable. And opening your mouth, making a little bit of noise. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. You lift out of your shoulders, soften your shoulders. Let your head hang down, neck is long. Inhale, take your right leg back up, hip rolls down. Step your right foot to your right thumb and bring your left knee down to your mat. Walk your hands up to your right knee. So we're setting up here for a half camel. You can have your back toes tucked under, or you can bring your toenails down to the ground. Left hand to your left hip, your right arm reaches up to the sky. Here, reach up and start to go back. And so building from the ground up, stay anchored, connected to your right foot. It's a back bend. Here, you can keep your left hand at your hip, bring it to the back of the leg, or reach your hand back for your left heel. Right, stay grounded to your right foot, and then if you can, let your head drop back. So really powerful opening across the front of your neck, your throat. No strain, no struggle. Take a deep breath in here. Stay here, open your mouth. Now as you inhale, come on back up. Plant your hands, take your right knee back to meet your left, and move through a couple of cat-cows. Paying a little more attention to your neck and your throat. A couple of breaths. Your mat is a great place, especially if you're practicing in your home, to make a little bit of noise with your breath. Come back to a neutral spine, come back to your downward facing dog or your child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. But remembering still, be patient with yourself, compassionate, especially if it does feel a little unusual. Here, bring your feet together and forward, take your left leg to the sky, bend your left knee, down dog, hip opener. Head hangs, neck is long, shoulders soft. Take your left leg back up, hip rolls down, left foot to your left thumb, right knee down to your mat, setting up for your half camel on this side. So if it doesn't work to drop your head back when we get to that point, you don't have to. Building from the ground up, grounded, patient, compassionate, and then bringing attention to our heart. Here, right hand to your right hip or to your low back, your left arm up to the sky. Start to lift up and go back. Notice if your breath feels like it gets stuck anywhere. If that happens, just ease off a little bit. You can slide your right hand down your back leg or reach back for the right heel. And again, if it works, drop your head back. This is where you can use your breath, the stuff that you notice coming up, the unsaid words, the things you haven't been able to say. Take a really big breath in here. Open your mouth, let them go. Now as you inhale, come back up, both hands plant, back to your tabletop. Couple of cat-cows again. Feeling your breath, attention to the Vishuddha Chakra, the color blue in your throat, the blue ball of energy. Coming to your neutral spine and coming back to your child's pose, where we began. And as you settle into your child's pose here, just turn your head to the right. And so a little bit of a, I guess I'll say stretch. I'm not crazy about that word. Right, but that sensation maybe of allowing some space, stretching, lengthening, rinsing in your neck. And really there is stretching that happens in each of these practices, not just the physical stretching, but we are stretching, opening our hearts, our minds, coming back through center and then turning your gaze to the left, letting the right side of your face rest on your mat. Especially if you feel like chakras aren't your thing and you're trying out these practices. And you're opening your heart, your mind. Here we're opening our necks, our throats, and our ability to hopefully feel a little more comfortable with saying what we need to say, what we want to say. And come on back to center, back to your child's pose. Take a really big breath in. Once more, open your mouth, empty out. And you can take as much time as you like here. In your child's pose, attention to your neck, your throat, the Vishuddha chakra. Attention to yourself, to taking care of yourself. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I hope you've enjoyed this practice. I hope you've enjoyed all of the practices in this chakra series so far. I'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment below and take a moment to subscribe. Most important, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.